Welcome back, ARK players, to a brand new video. Now today we are going to be going through the community crunch 476. Now we're a little bit late to the community crunch, and that's because I have been away, but we are back and it's the perfect time. We are only 9 days away from the official launch of Valguero Ascended, and for the next 9 days we are going to be smashing out of the content, from news videos to gameplay to new reveals from Studio Wildcard, streams, so much stuff. So get yourself ready, guys. It's going to be a fun week built on the build up to the launch of the new map. Now, if you guys are very excited for the launch of the new map, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're new around here. And if you are looking for a place to play on the launch of Valguero, as always, we're currently starting with 100 player slots, 1 PvP, 1 PvE, and obviously if it's crazy demand, more servers will arrive. Link to the description to our free LoadedCrysis cluster. Right, well, I mean, do I need to say anything about this photo? Look at this, and as you'll be able to tell by the thumbnail, you know, if we go and roll with that thumbnail, it was such like, I had to give it such like a Jurassic World Indominus Rex vibe to it. You know, it's like where he says that, will this, you know, they say, will this scare the children? It's like, no, this is the stuff of nightmares for parents. And this is literally what this new creature looks like. You know, the Megaraptor. It looks terrifying. As you can see, it's giant claws. It's sneaking around. It's glowing green eyes. And also, I don't know if I was going crazy, but is this a new rifle? To me, this is some sort of either new weapon, or they're actually going to add actual weapon customization. And I was calling for this ages ago. And what I was thinking is Wildcard may work, like they did with the tech bunker. They may work with that mod creator that recently released a mod where you can customize your weapons. They might make that official. I don't know whether that's just new or whether that's a modified sniper. But I just think it looks absolutely amazing. And this Megaraptor is just going to be something else, isn't it? So I do think we're actually going to be quite blown away with how good Valguero is. I'm really excited for it. I think there's going to be a whole new vibe to it. And there's a little Drakelin down there. And as you can see, releasing on September 30th. Jeremy, the CEO, did say that Valguero is completely on time. But when has that ever happened? I think the most on-time DLC this year was Aberration, I think. And that was still had a miniature delay. So always expect, I know you guys know already, but always expect there's, you know, going to be some sort of tiny delay on the day. Let's hope it, you know, for me, whenever it says September 30th, that means the next day, because obviously they're in the US and I'm in the UK. But something I've just noticed, guys, can you see those eyes? There's like eyes by the claws here of the Megaraptor, and then there's eyes in the middle of these two survivors, and then on the right too. Something's telling me they're really going for a Halloween vibe here. It's going to be spooky, and Fear of Ascended is happening. You would have seen my video where I confirmed that. But so they say the hunt begins September 30th. Chosen by players, the Megaraptor makes its debut on Valguero Ascended with one goal: domination. Watch your back, survivors. This relentless hunter is ready to claw its way to the top of the food chain. The shadows, they'll never be safe again. So thanks, Wildcard. We've now turned ARK from a nice game to a horror game. I did say that we're slipping into that, aren't we? We've got the Megaraptor, and then we've got Lost Colony, which is like may as well play Dying Light. Yeah, it's I think they're doing this because they said they felt like ARK has been too easy for such a long time, and I agreed with that. And I feel like they said that for Genesis, they're actually going to make the game hard again. And something's telling me that they're building this up already. I feel like the people that, you know, OGs of the game, you know, like myself, I wouldn't say I'm the best player, but, you know, I would say that it's time we actually shake some things up. I don't know what you guys think about that. But anyway, really excited for that. And also there's some big updates on how the voting's going. We will come to the mod spotlight, which the video includes Paleo, ARK, Evo, the rulers of the wastelands. And I love these, so I need to cover this in a video. You'll most likely see this either tomorrow or the day after. I don't know if it's premium. It looks like it might be free, but we'll come to it because before that, Extra Life 2025, the current voting standings, the Giga's winning. The Giga's winning. So I expected the Giga to definitely sort of be up there. And the one thing that is making me happy, right, is so the Megalosaurus, I'm happy with that. The Spiders dropped down to 3rd. It was in 1st. The Quetz has actually jumped back up to 4th. The Thyla's now out of the top 4, which I'm happy with. I really don't want it to get a TLC. I'm sorry to anyone that did vote for it, but it's way too good enough for me at the moment to have on. The Brontos dropped to 6th. The Plesiosaur has jumped in. And the Megalodon and the Carno have actually jumped into the top 10. The Compy has even made it into the top 10. And Compy needs some love. But yeah, the Megalodon and the Carno, I'm really glad to see this. Come on. If the Carno and the Megalodon don't get one, they've been one of... I'm surprised, right? Because they've been the most requested TLC creatures since the early days of the game. And the reason why is obviously, you know... I'm not saying that they have to be in, but because I've just been I've probably made so many videos over the past saying that these two needed a TLC. But again, if they didn't, it's not the end of the world. I'm really happy the Giga's first. And I think that's really important. That's definitely one of my top 4. So, but yeah, keep getting your votes in. The link to my donation page is always down below. If you want to get involved, get your vote in. Every $1 donated equals 1 vote. So, yeah, link down below for that. And then obviously remember on October 31st through to November 10th, there'll be a special event where you can dig into cake slices, which give you bonuses of taming, breeding, improving, all that kind of stuff. Oh, this is the build contest. Right, so the final voting, I was thinking, wait, the Genesis 1 voting hasn't opened up already. Is now live for the ASA build template contest. So in this video, you will see that it shows you can cast your top 10 votes for what you think should win. And the winner gets announced next Friday, or the 26th of September. And there'll be 4 of them. 2 that we will be voting for out of these that will make it into the official game. So we will do this in a separate video later on, and we'll go through what looks good and what deserves to make it into the official game. Obviously, as always, I'm not going to be like, you have to vote for this, because I always want to keep it fair, but you know, I also want to obviously give every single one a fair vote. I do like to say what I like and what I don't like, but again, you guys know your voting doesn't come down to what I want, it's what you want. But yeah, so that's that, and this is where they're showing them. Right, well, we'll do a proper in-depth look in another video later on when we actually have some time to go through the voting, but I'm really looking forward to it because some of these look cool. I mean, there's even a big cat here. But yeah, there's some really good ones, and I want to actually give them some love. I want to go through them, see what's going into them, rather than just skipping through them, because I feel like it wouldn't be fair if I didn't give them the true love they deserve in the voting. As always, the live ops updates, the transfer with companion mode is still not fixed. Hopefully soon. That's all I can say. The Genesis Part 1 creature submission, are they giving any updates on that? It looks like no. I think it's just copy and paste, right? Yeah, it's just the coming week still. I'm thinking it's going to come after Valguero launches. I mean, it's only 9 days. And then we have Fu, who's actually made it in, makes his list of the best creatures to tame as a solo player on ASA. We then have a mansion building tutorial. That looks insane. Wow, that must have taken some time. And then the fan art of the week, as always, and the in-game. And also the in-game screenshots as well of photo mode. Here we are. I just watched Alien, and then you have to get the Reapers involved for that. Really, really, really cool artwork here. And it looks like we're going to be seeing the Megaraptor looking really cool. And look at everyone desperately voting for what creature needs a TLC. I'm not going to sway the votes. It's got to be fair. But I am looking forward to seeing who ends up winning. And I'm guessing Wildcard on Friday will do an updated vote standings. But we can always check it out for ourselves. This might have changed already. This was Friday night / Saturday morning voting. So it's been over a day since this has been updated. So you just never know what that's going to be. Right, okay, let's give this a watch. That looks like an updated Spino to me. Well, that was very cool. I mean, I'm a massive fan of creatures without like superpowers and stuff because I prefer like sort of original creatures. But before I saw that, I was just literally about to say that like the models should 100% replace the old creatures. Like the paleo creatures, I really feel like look so much better than the dinos that are in ARK already. Like the work that goes into that is crazy. Like so. I guess for you, if you're someone that likes that kind of stuff and those types of like overpowered like power abilities, then it does look cool to one side of things. But I'm very like primitive when it comes to enjoying ARK. That's why I've been so excited for ARK 2, because I like that kind of primitive, proper dinosaur feel to it. But still looks amazing. As I said, the models are just brilliant. So anyway, guys, that is going to be the end of today's video. There was a lot to go through today because, I mean, again, have we got new weapon customization, or is that just a whole new weapon? What are those eyes looking in the background? Look at the Megaraptor. Everything is seriously coming up, and 9 days to go. So can't wait to see you guys, as always, on launch day. I know many of you guys, some of you might watch my videos all the way through till the next launch. Some of you come only just for the launch day, but I always get so excited to have so many of you ready and excited on that special day where we have a very long day, but it is so exciting, full of hype, and I can't wait to see all of you guys there. So thank you very much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.